want to say Shana Tova instead of Shabbat Shalom.
Shana Tova, Shana Tova.
And the reason I want to do is because it really feels at this moment as we are beginning the year. It's like Simchat Torah was 2 days ago, and we are back to what I hope will begin a new routine. We will be blessing the month of Cheshvan tomorrow, the second month of the year, which is often called Mar Cheshvan, the bitter Cheshvan, some say, because in that way there's no holidays. But it allows us to begin all over again. And it's Shabbat Bereshit. We start from the beginning, again and again. And that's the gift, one of the amazing gift of our tradition, that invites us to start all over again. And that's true for Shabbat Nariya. Also, we haven't been in Shabbat Nariya since last year, right? Since the summer. And we get to be back and sing together. This is also a special Shabbat. It's our last Shabbat that it's only Zoom, and starting next Friday night, we begin to have hybrid services on Friday night too, like we have Shabbat morning. So people will be welcome to join us in the sanctuary, everybody with a mask and following all our COVID guidelines. And we will let you know how it will work for the next Nariyas coming up in later the year. But in the meantime, one of the gifts of this Zoom has been that we all get to go to your homes every Shabbat. Like we're all in the Cape with Fran Adams right now, for example, right? And we're all in Cambridge with Debbie Korn. And we are, I just choose two. I don't know if Max is here and we all made it to Canada, but he'll be here at some point. And we can be in so many places at the same time together as a community. And you are all here too in this sanctuary, filling this space beautifully. So I invite you here. I encourage you to turn on your camera if it's off and to be fully present. Turn off your text, your email, your other things. Be fully present in the way that you would be if you were here with us in the sanctuary. And it's an honor and so exciting to be here for Shabbat Nariya, always with Noah. And then let me open it up here so you see everybody. And Michal, that is the second time joining us, Michal Shine, who is part of our community, and Rafi, that you got to meet in the high holidays and who's becoming now just an intrinsic part of the community. And for the first time since the pandemic, to have Zoe Levitt in our community, who has been part of Nariya from the beginning and had her bat mitzvah here, and this is her shul, and just fantastic. Such a blessing to have you join us with the Mehalalim today here in Shabbat Nariya. So if you have your Shabbat candles, I invite you to light them with me.
Holy One of blessing.
Holy One of blessing.
Your presence fills creation.
Your presence fills creation.
Your presence fills creation. Holy One of blessing.
Holy One of blessing.
Your presence fills creation.
Your presence fills creation.
Your presence fills creation. Oh, your presence fills creation.
We take 3 times from the light of the Shabbat candles and we say the bracha together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Eloheinu melech haolam Eloheinu melech haolam Asher yishanu b'mitzvotav Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
We have our Siddur. Thank you, Eddie, for being our Zoom Gabbai. Join us as we begin with Ufros Chavivi Alai et Sukkot Shlomecha. I just put down my sukkah this afternoon. That's what I did between leaving TBZ and coming back to BZ. Put the sukkah. But we never put down the sukkah of Shalom, right? We just needed to put our sukkah down before it rains again. So, no physical sukkah, but the sukkah of Shalom, we want it in our life.
Nikadma fanav betoda, vizmirot Nariya lo. This is our theme song that's guided us through all of Nariya all these years. And it's so perfect for this to be our theme song, because it asks us to do what is so much a part of our regular practice, and a practice that we lift up even more on Shabbat and in community, that of gratitude. Nikadma fanav betoda. We greet the presence, the face, the energy of Shabbat, of God, of community with gratitude. We come before, we approach. And that's still what we're doing here. I don't know, maybe you feel it, maybe you're somewhere else, but I feel like we're still just approaching. We're still just arriving. Right? That Higalina is supposed to help us settle, reveal, start to uncover the coverings of our hearts. And now the gratitude helps us approach the Shabbat, approach this moment, approach each other, approach the divine. So I invite you to open your heart in gratitude, and then open your fingers in gratitude, and share in the chat some gratitude. We'll open our fingers on our instruments. You open your fingers on the keyboard. And let's open to gratitude. Maybe your week was really hard. Maybe it was really beautiful. Maybe it was both, probably both. But what can we lift up to help us make this transition, to cross this threshold, to climb through this window into the Shabbat, into this space of prayer? Nikadma fanav betoda. Bizmirot Nariya lo. We're going to make some joyous sounds. We're going to Nariya, 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 as Ariel likes to say.
He likes to say Nariya, Nariya, Nariya.
Ariel, Rav Claudia's daughter, refers to Nariya as Nariya, Nariya. It's never just one, it's always two. Nariya, Nariya, like in the song, Nariya, Nariya, right? And that's the point, it's Nariya, Nariya, right? Many times in Jewish tradition and text, when we want to say something a lot, we say it twice, right? Like, Lech Lecha, right? Like, we do it like, it's two things, right? So, Nariya, Nariya, that's perfect. There's deep Torah there. Nariya, Nariya. So let's do it.
Let's do it.
Nikadma fanav betoda. Nikadma fanav betoda. Nikadma fanav betoda. Bizmirot Nariya lo. Bizmirot Nariya lo. We're going to move it up one half step. Nikadma fanav betoda. Nikadma fanav betoda. Nikadma fanav. Nikadma fanav betoda. Bizmirot Nariya lo. Bizmirot Nariya lo.
We turn to the next song. Shiru Ladonai. The Sidur I have is Yalo Sadai. Do I have a mistake on my Sidur?
Maybe.
Okay.
Do you have Shir Ladonai in your Siddur?
Is it Shiru Ladonai on Sidur or Yalo Sadai on Sidur? You have
Shiru
Shiru Ladonai.
Great.
Oh, we printed the wrong Sidur for us.
For us.
Okay,
Okay.
guys.
But as long as you have the right one.
You have the right one, it's all
we
good.
know the words.
Shir Adonai, which is we sing a new song from beginning. Shir Adonai, Shir Chadash. It is the new song, always the possibility of starting anew, as we said on Bereshit, and creating new music, new song. And that's what we're going to sing.
Shiru Adonai Shir Chadash, Shir Chadash, Shir Chadash, Shiru Adonai Shir Chadash, Shir Chadash, Shir Chadash, Shiru Adonai
Zambru, Ladonai, Vechinor. We sing to exist and with strings and songful voice, and we have strings and songful voices here, so let's bring this in. Thank you. So beautiful. And I could see so many faces quelling for you, Zoe. Like, Zoe's been a member, you were 10 or 9 when you joined TBZ. So, and everybody that has known you since then and before, it's like, oh, that's Zoe. It's just amazing to have you now with us leading. And it's just so beautiful. So, back. Remember.
Kadosh,
Excited to invite Netanya from Kavod to share with us a kavanah for the next psalm.
Adonai oz le'amo yitain. Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. May God give inner strength to their people. May God bless their people with peace. This past month, it has been hard for me to feel at peace. Weeks full of Hagim, holidays, were also some of the busiest at my work. And while I was grateful that I was able to take some of the holidays off, I found it difficult to transition in and out of sacred time. Our sukkah didn't get built all at once the day after Yom Kippur, as was my tradition growing up, but rather it came together slowly over the week of Sukkot, bit by bit, when we had time to squeeze it in. Not my ideal situation. The near constant state of overwhelm as I tried to balance everything made it really hard to feel like I was in touch with my inner strength and peace. But finally, by last Saturday evening, one of the last days of Sukkot, our sukkah was finally complete. I was able to welcome guests in to celebrate one of my favorite holidays, one that lives close to my heart, filled with memories of spending time with my family in our sukkah. It was only then, surrounded by my friends and loved ones, and nourished by pizza and cheese fries from our favorite takeout place, that I was able to find a moment of peace. My hope, my blessing for all of us, is that we may be able to find these small moments of peace in this ever-challenging time and in our ever-busy lives. It may arrive later than we would have liked, put together bit by bit, but it will find us if we let it. An opportunity for a brief respite, a moment for joy.
Okay, Yasher Koach, Netanya. Thank you so much for this beautiful kavanah. And I understand this is a little sweet reunion to have Netanya and to have Rafi and Noah all together, as I learned that your mom, Alea Shalom, and Rafi's mom and Noah's mom, best friends from HUC. So it's such a beautiful thing to bring the three of you together in this Kabbalat Shabbat. Thank you for your beautiful Torah teaching, Netanya.
Adonai.
invite Matan Ben Ishai to share with us a kavanah before Lecha Dodi.
Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. My name is Matan Ben Ishai. My pronouns are he and him, and I'm a member of TBZ. When Rav Kadia asked me to give a kavanah for the Chadodi, I managed to not make it about how my family name appears in the fourth verse. Well, mostly managed. I did decide to take the opportunity to confirm what the phrase Betelachmi in that line refers to. One of my guesses had to do with King David as a warrior. One was a joke about bread. And one was that it was referring to King David, the son of Ishai, as being from Bethlehem. That last guess turned out to be correct. However, the root of the name Beit Lechem is said to be about both war and bread. And I do love to fill our home with bread, so I will now take it as fulfilling family destiny, and the opposite of the war part. The Chadodi is full of gems like this. One that is particularly calling my attention this week is in the 6th verse. Bach yechesu aniyei ami. In you, the poor among my people will find refuge. This speaks to me because it connects the work that I do during the day, working to end homelessness with Pine Street Inn, with the spiritually guided social justice work of both TBZ and Kavod. And I find this message especially meaningful because of its preceding sentences. Lo tevoshi, velo tikalmi, ma tishtochechi, uma tikalmi. Do not be embarrassed, do not be ashamed. Why are you downcast? Why do you groan? I love the fact that the poem is encouraging us to feel pride because we are the people with the power to bring refuge to those who need it. And with that pride and with that dedication, we welcome Shabbat.
Shir koach. Thank you, Matan Ben Ishai. We welcome Shabbat with this dedication and with this kavanah, with Lecha Dodi. And as you know, our practice is to walk out for the last stanza. And I think this will be the first time that I walk out, and it's actually dark outside. And the last few weeks it's still been light. And come out and invite you to dance and sing and bring Shabbat in and bring Shabbat out.
Rise as you're able in body and spirit to welcome the Shabbat. Bo'ii v'shalom. Teres ba'ala. Gam b'simcha. U'tzala. Tov emunei. Am segula. Bo'ii chala. Bo'ii chala. Lechadoti. Good Shabbos! Good Shabbos! Good Shabbos! Odinuvun Beseda. Odinuvun Beseda. Sheni Odinuvun Beseda. Sheni Beranani. Odinuvun Beseda. Sheni Beranani.
invite us to take some time silent in lieu of Mariv. If you would like to dive in the evening service, the Mariv service is in the next pages on your Siddur, or can use that time, this time for some silent time, silent meditation, sitting, standing, eyes closed. And as we begin anew the Torah reading, the creation of the world, the creation of the planet, of Earth, of everything, including the creation of humanity, of human beings, I lift up the verse in the Torah where we are told, we learn that we, each of us, were created in the image of the divine. B'Tselem Elohim bara otam. Each of us are created in the image of God. So my kavanah, my invitation, if you're going to use this for silent meditation, is perhaps to ask yourself in which way the way you show up in the world, the way you exist in the world, is a manifestation of God in the world. Because each of us has the potential, is and has the potential to be the manifestation of the divine presence in the world. So that's my invitation. Not an easy answer. You might not be able to answer. I just invite you to take a few moments with that question. How does your Tselem Elohim manifest in the world? We'll take some time silently again, either for your own silent meditation or for the words of Mariv, which is in your Siddur. Lift up names of people you're praying for healing. Please use the chat to share the names. When the world is sick, God know one be well. But in them we were all beautiful and strong. We were all beautiful and strong. When the world is sick, God know one be well. But in them we were all beautiful and strong. When the world is sick, God know one be well. But in them we were all beautiful and strong. We were all beautiful and strong. When the world is sick, God know one be well. But in them we were all beautiful and strong. We were all beautiful and strong. When the world is sick, God know one be well. But in them we were all beautiful and strong. We were all beautiful and strong. When the world is sick, God know one be well. But in them we were all beautiful and strong. We were all beautiful and strong. When the world is sick, God know one be well. But in them we were all beautiful and strong. We were all beautiful and strong. When the world is sick, God know one be well. But in them we were all beautiful and strong. We were all beautiful and strong. When the world is sick, God know one be well. But in them we were all beautiful and strong. We were all beautiful and strong. When the world is sick, God know one be well. But in them we were all beautiful and strong. We were all beautiful and strong. When the world is sick, God know you to, if you are in speaker mode, move to gallery mode so you can see everyone. We're going to bless each other, and you can connect. And by the way, if you don't know this about Zoom, anyway, I took away the spotlight. You can actually move the boxes. So if there's like a friend you haven't seen in a long time and you want to stand or sit next to them, you can move your box next to that person and you can actually bless them. So it's really pretty cool. Actually, we should have your parents stand next to your parents. They're all there. It would be very cool. And Mazal Tov for the grandchild. Mazal Tov to the Ellensons. We all connect to each other for blessing each other. Let's do that.
Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
Gracious to you. May Adonai's face be lifted towards you and grant you peace and tranquility. And let us say,
Amen.
Amen.
Can you hear that song?
In a moment, we're going to say the mourner's Kaddish. If you are in mourning or commemorating a Yorta, if you would like to add the names of the people you're saying Kaddish for in the chat, please do so. This week, we commemorate the Yortzeit of Dorothy Alpert, Chester Bryn, Avi Cohen, Lena Fine, Harold Glazer, Shirley Evelyn Port Gray, Edward Gross, Bud Ives, Ruth Cassoy, John Lepore, Aaron Meisner, Holly Ann Reich, David Romano, Esther Saltzman, Ruby Schwartz, Ayala Selling, Philip Selling, Lea Supowit, Paul Tumarking, Alberto Juan Valentin, Milton Warshaw, Edwin Weinfeld, and Max Wexelman. And please add other names of people you are commemorating a Yortzeit or you are in mourning, and I invite you to say the mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
אמן.
ועלמה דברה חירותה וימליך מלכותה וחייכון ובימכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ומאה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לאלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירם בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יאש למה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום. עלינו, על כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו.
Amen.
We're going to now have a few announcements. First from TBZ, Sarah Fendrick, part of our board, will give announcements for TBZ.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Rev Claudia and Noah and Michal and Rafi and Zoe. Thank you for bringing us to Shabbat in such a beautiful, meaningful way. We have a lot of announcements. It's like the year has begun. Tomorrow morning, we will have Torah study at 9 o'clock, followed by services. And we have the Benot Mitzvah of Aya and Orly Goldwasser. So Mazel Tov to the family. We also want to announce Roslyn and Jake Jaffe's marriage of their daughter, Emma Rose Jaffe, to Dylan Nelson. That will occur on Friday, October 8th. So Mazel Tov. It's good news. Sunday, October 3rd, we have Hebrew Torah study with Rabbi Sam. We have our Rosh Chodesh group starting at 6:30 and our weekly men's group check-in at 7. Boker Tov will continue to meet every morning, Monday through Friday. Please join us. It's really a wonderful time to connect and a terrific way to start the day. Really lovely. Monday begins the tent, which is our young adults, adolescents program. And Tuesday, I want to plug a new group that comes out of the Tikkun Olam Steering Committee. It's an affordable housing action group. Affordable housing is a very important and very relevant topic that has gotten a lot of press lately. Please come and learn about it, or you can watch at 7 o'clock a pre-program. But the program itself is on Tuesday from 7:30 to 9. You can register on the website or contact Jonathan Klein for more information. We also have classes that are beginning on Wednesday, a weekly Torah study with Reb Moshe. We have a class on a better future for Israelis and Palestinians. It's a 4-part series that TBZ is co-sponsoring. On October 6th, the first speaker, Rabbi Sharon Bross and Mohammed Lazoni and Rabbi Mike Rothbaum will host a talk, Can We Talk, Can We Listen? Reflections from a Rabbi and an Imam. I think that it's going to be an amazing series. I hope that some of you will join. We also have on Thursday, we have our therapist connection beginning, a writing class with Leah Abrams beginning, and the Israeli concept of equality with Penina Lahav, that will begin on Thursday as well. There's a lot going on, so please check happenings. We have an abundance of events and programs. I also want to thank people who have made donations to the holiday appeal and to the Kiddush Fund. Please keep the donations coming in. We are getting closer to our goal, but we're not there yet. So please help TBZ, sustain TBZ, and so we can continue to sustain this community. Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and stay well.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Sarah, so much for your announcements. And it's really like there is something every day, like 10 times a day at TBZ, either on Zoom and some things in person. So check what is in Zoom, what's in person, what's hybrid. And as I said earlier today, next Friday night is our first Friday that will be hybrid too. We have been doing Shabbat morning since June in person, hybrid, but Fridays have not been yet hybrid, but starting next Friday at 6, Kabbalat Shabbat. The doors will be open to those who want to come in person, everybody masked and following our COVID guidelines that you can check on our website. And we will continue to be on Zoom and YouTube. So if you're not ready to come in person, or you're really far away to come in person, we'll still be able to have you here in this way. But I'm very excited that we can open our doors next Friday for Kabbalat Shabbat, and we will let you know for the next Nariyas how that will work in the future with our once a month Nariya. I want to thank Eddie Taub for being our Zoom Gabbai, not only today, but like thousands of times, and many other people that have really volunteered, because we start hybrid services next Friday. Starting next Friday, we have an in-house Zoom Gabbai from here. One of our people in our team, Lev Brown, will be doing Fridays, Micah Krause on Saturday mornings, so we will not be having volunteers for now from home. So this is the last Shabbat of Zoom Gavai from home, and Eddie, thank you for like just amazing doing this so many times and tonight. I'm going to pass it now to Netanya from Kavod to give us announcements from Kavod.
Hi, welcome to Shabbat Nariya at TBZ with Kavod. We are so glad you're here. My name's Netanya and I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the membership chair of Kavod. Kavod is a multi-ethnic, multi-racial community led by young Jews in Greater Boston, committed to each other and to building a liberated world for all people. We live out our values through vibrant Jewish ritual, transformative social justice organizing, and collective responsibility. We are so excited to continue this partnership with TBZ and Shabbat Nariya. Thank you to TBZ for hosting us so warmly. We want to especially welcome and recognize anyone who is at Shabbat Nariya for the first time this week. So you can give like a little wave hello. And while folks are celebrating being new, I'm going to let you know about a few things that are happening at Kavod over the next few weeks. So our anti-racist curriculum team is meeting on Monday, October 4th from 6 to 8 p.m. If you're interested in joining, you can contact Sarah at sarahbplotkin@gmail.com for more info. And I'm going to drop all this information in the chat afterwards if you miss it. And then the Rosh Chodesh Heshvan planning meeting and New Moon Gathering is happening on October 5th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at Jamaica Pond near the boathouse. So join us for dinner and some planning time. Stay for a sweet Rosh Chodesh circle. We will enjoy a Kavod provided dinner together and dream up what Rosh Chodesh will look like in 5782. This is your chance to sign up to lead a Rosh Chodesh gathering this year. Then we will kick off the year with a gathering led by Liz Eishleman. This Rosh Chodesh, we will dig deeper into the theme of Shemitah, the 7th year release of Debt and Land. Bring a journal, your favorite writing utensil, and a flashlight if you have one. Rosh Chodesh at Kavod is a gender-inclusive space that welcomes women, transgender, and gender nonconforming folks. Please fill out this form if you are planning on attending for food purposes. Again, I'll drop that in the chat. And then we want to invite all of you to join us for our monthly Shabbat services on Friday, October 8th, next week at 5:30 p.m. We'll be gathering outside in person with masks near Jamaica Pond for a warm and joyful Kabbalat Shabbat. And more details will be announced soon on our website. So to learn about all of these events, you could visit our website, www.kavodboston.org. And if you'd like to get involved with Kavod or learn more about the community in general, I'm going to drop a form in the chat box that you can fill out, and you'll get connected to me as the membership chair. And so again, I just want to thank everyone so much for being here and wish you a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, and thank you, Netanya. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Netanya and Matan, for your beautiful kavanot, and to Rafi, Michal, Zoe, and Noah for leading us in this beautiful, so wonderful to daven with all of you. And you have a Kiddush cup, please lift it up, raise it up, and we'll say Kiddush together. Sabri Chavra.
L'chaim.
Sabri Chavra.
L'chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafel.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו בשבת קודשו ואהבה ורצון הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה בראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי באנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת עם כל העמים בשבת קודשך באהבה ורצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Amen.
L'chaim. And before Amotzi, I have one more announcement. Because it didn't make it to the happenings, because you know, Simchat Torah was like a day and a half ago, so there was only one day of work. But before the pandemic, we launched an amazing program which was called Eat, Pray, and Love. No, Eat, Pray, and Learn. It wasn't Eat, Pray, and Love, but you got it. Eat, Pray, and Learn, which was a minyan on Wednesday mornings here in person, where we will daven at 7:30 in the morning, then have breakfast together, and then study some Jewish texts together. And we really built it up for a year or so, and then the pandemic happened, and we had to stop. Starting October 13, we are returning in a little bit different way. But we will eat, pray, and learn. We will pray first at 7:30 in the morning in person on Wednesdays. This will be parallel to Boker Tov, but we will daven Shacharit for those of you who want to daven in person with mask. Then we will have breakfast. We'll figure out the logistics to make it safe and socially distanced. And then we will study some Torah. So we are returning to our in-person davening on Wednesday mornings at 7:30. So for those of you who were waiting for a day week in-person davening experience, that will be launched in a week and a half, and I'm looking very much forward to that. And we say now Hamotzi. I invite Myron Miller to lead us in Hamotzi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen. Yesher koch, Myron, and thank you.
Shalom Aleinu.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
Shalom, everyone.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Good Shabbos.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat
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 shalom.
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 Oh.